Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Great Hang, the greatest hang that's ever hanged. I'm your hang, Tim McLaughlin, coming to you with your other hang, Myka Fox. Hello, Myka.
Hey, Tim. How are you?
Oh,
You were going to ask me that, and now you're flustered.
I didn't
Look
know.
at him. I fully short-circuited him.
I don't know what to do.
Holy fuck. I'm going to start talking to you first. Maybe you'll never talk again.
We have a guest.
Okay.
And how are you?
You got there.
I didn't know when to interject.
You Not yet.
Okay. All right.
I am great because we have a guest today.
Oh, and what a guest he is.
Jesus.
He's known from his appearance on the Tough Questions podcast,
Oh, great poll.
where he berated Jeff Sheen, and people liked it.
That's good. I am pro anytime Jeff gets what's coming to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Kunal Aurora.
Thank you
Hello,
very
Kunal.
much. Thank you. You know what? You could stop Jeff entirely.
What? I could?
Yeah.
How's that?
Stop it from using this basement.
Oh, don't you think I've tried?
Okay. All right.
We recorded many places. One time we recorded at the gutter while no one was there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, there is a strict no Jeffs while I'm home policy.
It gets broken a lot, but it is a mild.
I like the attempt, though.
Yeah, she tries to do
I
it.
don't need Jeff just Jeffing it up in our house.
Those big ass teeth.
Just
Yeah.
fucking, next thing you know, all the plywood's all chopped up. There's a dam in front of the bathroom.
Just chomping those gums everywhere.
God,
Ugh.
he gets so much fucking brain. Oh, it's gone.
Brain. Jeff does
I
not
was-
get brain.
I was
can
trying
tell
to
you that
summon
right
my
now.
brain to help me.
Yeah, it was clearly.
But he gets too much what's the word for it when you're
Slack.
no when you mouth service.
Yes.
He gets too much mouth service on these other pods.
My
Yeah.
man is not getting mouth service. I do not think.
Chelsea, hook him up. And I say this as a woman who hasn't sucked a dick in 3 years.
Damn, Kunal, you get that mouth service? What that mouth do?
I'm not going to talk about my relationship like that. Yeah, that's
Alright.
not how that works. You guys are
There
both
you
on the pod. That's totally okay. It's
Yeah.
unfair for me to do that to the person I'm dating.
I mean,
bring her in.
Yeah, give her.
She
FaceTime
drove
her.
me here.
She's
No,
just
no.
waiting in the car.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope
sitting
he's
on the
not
stoop.
Yeah.
hope he's not bringing up my mouth service.
Right. Do your little pod, and I'll be out here when you're done.
Oh my God! Don't you think that happens?
Yeah, absolutely, that happens. A lot of comedians can't be trusted with a car. No, I was 100%.
Man, I feel this is a segment of our show where we catch up. We go over what happened in the last week.
Okay.
And I had to close at the gutter this week. I had to work till 4 a.m.
I really like that about you too. You know what I mean? Like you're like it's
That
such,
we're employed.
No, well, yes, that, but it's also such a dichotomy of relationships. You know what I mean?
How so?
Like you're like a woman who works at a business, a legitimate business.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? Sharp, quick wit. Mm-hmm. And
Then there's Tim.
then there's Tim.
Well, anyway, I was
Completely unprepared to respond to that.
no. No one needs to respond to that. It was rude and mean. And I also work at a business, another business that does game shows for corporate team building.
Okay.
With Ari Finling and Sam and Tommy McNamara. So business is also strong, I guess. But
All right. Tell us about your
Good
weekend.
business.
so I felt bad because we have one manager that really hates the job over there at the gutter, and she closes all the time. She's always complaining about it. She's always like, "It's
Say
so
her name.
Aaron, it's so hard." She's like, "It's so hard," or whatever. And I'm like, "Yeah, it's an easy." She got mad at me because I was like, before I got this game show job, this was the easiest job I've ever had in my life. And
Sure.
she got really upset. And then
He said, coughing out coal from his black lung.
I also do have a full.
Look at this man. You're not giving him easy jobs.
Yeah,
I also
absolutely
do have
not.
a full.
He has toil face.
Right. All the labor is always backbreaking.
I also do have a full scar on my side now from falling off of the lanes and landing on some big piece of metal. But I felt really bad because I closed and it was incredibly easy. No one was there after like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We got out of there so quick.
Yeah.
Then I see her email. She's like, a man locked himself in the bathroom and passed out and vomited everywhere. I was like, damn, I feel bad. None of this stuff ever happens to me.
Maybe if she had a better attitude, he wouldn't have tried to kill himself in the bathroom.
Yeah, maybe she had a good attitude.
She
The
should have
place-
manifested this.
That's right.
Yeah, if she had a good attitude.
Instead, she man-worsted it.
Oh, there we go.
Puns, huh? 6 minutes in?
We do 'em.
I didn't know we could do puns.
You can do as many puns as you'd like.
All right, there's no rules. All right, I got it.
But I got to bowl from 1:30 in the morning to 3 a.m. because no one came in and
Yeah,
was
see what
sick.
I mean? Working, man.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. We're
Yeah.
all so proud.
Yeah.
I bowled a 65 and a 58. I am absolutely terrible.
What the fuck?
that's like half, dude.
That's
That's
like a-
fully half.
That's like a 9-year-old's birthday party score.
Yeah.
And I was the king of the party. I had my little cake and a piece of pizza.
That's actually not even half. That's like 1/5, 1/6.
Yeah,
That's truly terrible.
That's
yeah,
really
it's
bad.
Yeah.
really bad.
But
Cole-
you make a good point, Tim. Let's have pizza for dinner.
All right, I'd be down to have pizza for dinner. I like pizza. It's a very good thing to eat, I think.
Oh, yeah, we're aware.
Did you guys do anything interesting during the week? That was my one interesting story. Is that
I didn't
work
know
was easy.
we were supposed to bring up week stuff. But all right, you got anything?
Well, I wasn't.
I mean-
I figure you know if something happened to you in the week, you'd have it ready.
You know what's
but-
crazy? I gotta like look at my calendar and wonder where the fuck I was the entire time.
Yeah.
You know
some
what
of us are busy living and other people are busy remembering.
Yeah, I had Korean barbecue last week.
Oh, that's
Oh,
There we
how
go.
was that? Did you do it on the table or did you get to order?
No, on the table.
All right.
All you can eat Korean
Whoa.
barbecue.
How much was it at the place off Third Ave?
No, this was in Queens, in Flushing, Queens.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much was it for all you can eat?
$35.
That seems
good.
like
yeah,
a pretty
right?
good deal.
That's pretty wild.
good. That's a
It's-
good deal. How
yeah.
much did you eat?
I mean, you know when you walk out of a place and you go, I ate too much? That's what it
Yeah,
was.
all the fucking time.
Yeah. It's literally going, man, this time's going to be different. And then I just get out there and I'm just like leaning against the building. And I think that's where it is.
Dude, once Tim took me home from Taco Man, which is my favorite restaurant
Mm-hmm.
in Long Island City and in New York, and it's so good that I can't stop eating, and especially when I eat with Tim, because it's like if I don't eat fast enough, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
You know? I get real like eighth child syndrome about it. Like,
It's like sitting across from the Tasmanian devil.
I have to eat like a dog.
Yeah,
Just like,
I was going to say it's like competing with another puppy.
It's
Yeah.
so we're eating this food. I'm just going down. By the time we get home, I am cramped up, crawling on the floor
Oh,
of the
yeah.
kitchen, just being like in pain. I was like, I'm pretty sure I lacerated my stomach like from 7.
Yeah.
Dude,
of
it was
course.
the best dinner I've ever been to because normally,
Because I finished half her plate.
well, I didn't get any of her food, which was fucked up. But normally after dinner, when we go to Taco Man, Myka likes to go over to the water and walk along the water after
Yeah.
dinner.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to do it that time. And I was like, fuck yes, I hate doing that. I hate.
I'd
walking
rather
around
see
the
my
water.
girl in pain than take a step. That is the fattest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, that seems so sad. Same meal, less walking. Yes. Where do I sign up? You're supposed to walk 100 steps after you eat, by the way.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's not even that many.
It's not that many, but they say that you're at least 100
that
steps.
doesn't even get you around a block.
Dude, I walk
I know,
100
but-
steps after I eat. I gotta get up, take one shit, and then after that shit,
But think about
I
most of
normally take
America.
a little lap, do another shit. What?
You think about most of America,
Yeah.
like from the Chili's table to the car, it's like 42
yeah.
steps. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's if they're having a fancy meal.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Usually they're sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's interesting.
100
So-
steps after every meal. Now, is that to like what?
Like it's
To get your body
get your body digesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
better
for
than
this
that.
$35 all you can eat, was it good?
Phenomenal.
It was really good.
Absolutely
All right.
phenomenal. I was going to take a few comic friends to it, and I wanted to find a place where, because these people don't usually have money.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
always bitching. It's
Yeah.
like everything's so expensive. And it's like, I'm not rich by any means, but $35.
I mean, I remember a time when that was expensive,
Yeah.
but now 1 pint of ice cream is $9, and I don't know what anything is anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
We
Yeah.
just got used to fucking I don't know.
Right. So it's just like I found a spot, and it was like 35, maybe $40, but all you can eat Korean barbecue. This is a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
$35 for all you can eat. I mean, I'm making that $35.
Yeah. It's a good deal for Tim, but it's like a bad deal for me. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like I used to get in trouble.
This is why you got to go together.
Yeah.
I used to get in trouble when Red Lobster, you remember Red Lobster?
Of course.
They would have all you can eat crab,
Yeah.
right? And that was the shit. My dad would call it, we'd go in crabbing,
Yeah.
right? We'd go crabbing, and I would have a plate,
Mm-hmm.
and he would get so mad. He's like, you're not supposed to eat one plate
Yeah.
of crab. I'm like, I'm a little girl.
Right.
What do you,
Daddy, I'm just a child.
and he's like, well, then get something else. I'm like, but I wanted crab.
Yeah.
So now what do I want to eat crab like everybody else. But he's like, it's a fucking. I'm like, I don't know if it cost more then to do it than just one plate. I don't know.
That's
Pissed.
crazy because your dad has money.
Yeah.
Oh, that won't stop him. He has the. He has
They're always
that,
the cheapest, though. Those who are rich, they do that kind of shit.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he. I mean,
Oh,
he
the
had,
rich. Yes.
He has that mental disorder. Like I remember one
Judaism.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It is, but it isn't. It's like the whatever that after effects of being oppressed for so long. You know, like all that shit.
Right,
so like
right,
it just
right.
stays with you.
Yeah.
Like he had like the whole family home for Thanksgiving. It happens maybe once a year. We don't even come home every Thanksgiving. You know, so you think you want to spend the most time you can with your family,
Right.
not comparing the price of milk.
Yeah.
For over 5 minutes in the grocery store.
Sure.
Like, you know, we need different milks for coffee.
That must be Hanukkah.
Yes.
It was insane. I'm like, just pick a milk and let's go home.
Right.
And he's like, well, but this one expires this date, but what is this? Oh, God, the people in the backyard. They're in our backyard, Casey,
Yeah, what are they doing out there?
smoking weed.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Was sold to
Do you
us
have?
as
Did you have a Sizzler growing up?
oh, fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay. I worked at a Sizzler.
You did?
I was
You worked at Sizzler?
Yeah. I used to have. I've had laborious jobs before. I was 13 washing dishes.
Oh, shit. That
Yeah.
sucks. That was illegal, probably.
No. I got my paperwork. for it.
Really?
Yeah. You had to get a work permit. I don't
Yeah.
know.
They're
If they,
like,
used to have to get
you're
a-
brown. You can go.
yeah. They looked at me and they're like, definitely not front of house.
No.
This guy's back out. And they're like, what can you do? And I go, I'm 13.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you can wash dishes.
Yeah.
So-
All the Mexican guys are speaking Spanish to him. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and nobody wants of course you're not going to be front of house. Nobody wants to look at a 13-year-old laborer.
But they had a 13-year-old girl working as a hostess.
Did they really?
Yeah, that's why I got the job, because I wanted to hit on her.
Oh my God.
He comes up, his hands are all red and steamy.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what's going on?
I stole a Texas toast for you.
Did you get her? Did you
No,
it
I was
didn't work
always
out.
in the back of the restaurant.
I
Yeah,
never
but they
went to
come-
Sizzler.
You're not missing out on much.
You would have loved it. Tim.
Yeah, it's where you belong.
I know. I love Chili's.
Yeah. Chili's is
Chili's is below Sizzler. Sizzler cooks their own food, right? Like they would use an oven and a skillet and stuff.
Yeah, they would.
See, Chili's cooks in a microwave.
Oh, no, then I guess Sizzler is better.
Yeah.
But it's like it
Wow.
doesn't seem as such, because it's just when you're back there, you're like, who should eat this?
Yeah. Right.
You're looking at it's all you
And then
can eat
meet,
food.
Then you meet a guy like me. You're like, no, that's a Sizzler's guy.
And then you see you'd get like tater tots and skewers and Jello cubes, and that's what would come back on a plate.
That sounds tight.
What?
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't finish it, and you're like, oh, this is disgusting. You know, so
Oh yeah, you don't want to see the after effects of a Sizzler. It's got dentures and
right.
fucking.
I left after I got stabbed by a coworker.
The
How
hell?
stabbed?
I mean, he pierced skin, not like
With what?
a box cutter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What did you do?
He was hired as another dishwasher, but I'll tell you what,
And he was like, this 13-year-old's on my territory.
I'll tell you what, an 18-year-old guy doesn't want to be lectured by a 13-year-old on how to do dishes.
I know that's
yeah,
right.
I bet he doesn't.
Yeah, right?
Especially one who's going to stab a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
I feel like they have a bit of an emotional problem and don't take well to authority.
I thought people who get hired at Sizzler go through a background check.
Yeah, they're like, oh, did you go to prison? Great, we can hire you at a discount.
Yeah, it turns out everyone belongs in the background. That's what Sizzler does.
I remember I worked for my dad when I was 12, and I was like, don't I need work permits to do this? He goes, no, you're my son. Get to work. And I go, oh, okay.
That's funny. I can picture him saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this privileged ass life. Work for his dad.
Oh,
Ooh.
Tim's never had to interview for a job until this year.
Oh,
And
really?
that interview was in this basement watching a Colts game.
Oh, that's
Jesus.
right. Well,
What was the job?
That's right. You
To
still
work
haven't
at the
been on,
gutter.
Oh.
you still haven't been on a job interview. You've only been hired by friends or your dad. That's insane.
Well, what does that say, though? Isn't that like the way to do it, though?
I mean, it's how I've gotten most of my jobs.
Yeah,
Don't
right?
you think I'd kill it at a job interview? I'd be like, hey, I don't know, but you're coming off kind of gay, bro, asking me all these questions. What are you, gay?
And they'll be like, yeah, this is a gay organization.
This is a gay bar that you walked into.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. Wide stance.
And the guy goes with you.
Yeah.
Wide stance.
Yeah.
What is that?
You do a wide stance so they know you're open to fucking bang or suck a dick or
Wait,
something.
is that true?
Yeah.
I just learned something today.
Same, dude.
I just thought it was like your stance was wide because you've been all fucked up your butt and now you're tired.
No, you're trying to get tired and fucked in your ass. Speaking of learning something,
Yeah.
Casey, where can we find you? It's
Time
time
for
for plugs.
Already?
We
Yeah.
do plugs early, so
All
they
day
can't skip it at the
KC.
end.
And don't
CA.
skip 15 because we'll just fucking find you later.
Yeah.
All day KCA
All day KCA on everything.
on everything.
Are you going to be anywhere anytime soon?
I'll check the calendar on that
What
one.
does the C stand for?
The C stands for Chand. It's like
Chond.
yeah, it's like my middle name. I will be at I guess let's say Soul Joel's.
Soul Joel. You got
Yeah.
to let your soul Joel.
Yeah, just follow me on all the forums and you'll be able to find out when.
Soul Joel.
right.
You headline in Soul Joel's?
Yes, I'm doing a gig in South Jersey, Mullica Hill.
Cool.
Mullica
Who you
Hill.
got featuring for you at Soul Joel's?
Jason Choi.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's nice to cram a 6'7" Asian dude into a tiny car.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The Yao Ming of comedy, Jason Choi. Myka, go for it.
Yeah.
You can see me at Roche Ha Ha Ha. I'm so proud of myself for finally pronouncing it right.
They should have called it Hot Shoshana.
September 21st, I think, at Florida International University, and that'll be fun. And all the benefits, all the proceeds go to benefit their halal, which is, for Jews. So if you care about Jews, I guess, or you are one, I don't even know if it's open to people. And
Kevin Farley, Irish
Oh.
Catholic, will be there.
Kevin Farley, Nicole Amy Schreiber,
worked with Kevin.
Justin. Oh God, my brain is like fucking dying.
Silver?
Silver, thank you.
I just guessed her medal.
And at MYKAFOX, and come see Live from Outer Space every Friday night at Cobra Club at 9 p.m. This Friday, Tim is hosting.
That's right. But this will be next Friday.
So last Friday, Tim hosted.
And then you can see me at the High Cotton Comedy Club in Memphis, Tennessee on September 12th. And I am letting Tom Takar headline for me at the Little Rock Funny Bone in Little Rock, Arkansas, September 13th through the 16th. So if you're anywhere near there, come on out. And, of course, follow me on Instagram at hot_comics69.
The first time I heard him say he's letting a person headline for him, very funny. Second time, very sad.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine how
Yeah.
many times I've heard it?
I know.
I do it
can't
every
even-
week. It's funny on different podcasts I go on. They'll be like, ha, ha, ha. And then
Right.
it loses its luster. But I'll keep doing it. Now it's time for Spit That Bit. Do you have a bit that
I
you're
do.
working on that you
Hell
would
yeah.
like?
I do.
Mike, I finally helped last week.
Oh, really?
It's you.
No,
It's
I'm really excited to bring this to Myka. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, Myka's very quick. She's very sharp, got great writing chops. Did you add a sound effect?
I thought about.
damn.
I did. I said, have you thought
Yeah, it
about
was
farting?
dur, 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 dur.
It was not dur.
So, wait, what was the thing that you added?
I don't remember.
Okay, fair enough.
Tim actually had a take.
Yeah.
He had a full-on angle to add to.
Okay.
Who do
Yeah.
we have? Who was it?
Alex Dragovich.
Alex Dragovich. He
Okay.
actually helped Alex. So
All
let's hear your bits.
All right, so the bit is people talking to gravestones.
Okay.
It's like I grew up not understanding why. And then to me, it's just like, why would you go to a cemetery and tell someone dead your problems?
Like Rocky does to Adrian.
Yes. It's just like they're already, you know what I mean? Like they're not
Wait,
gonna,
is Adrian dead?
in the newer ones.
In
yes.
Rocky Balboa,
Oh.
she's dead. He has a little chair that he hangs from a tree, and he sits there and he talks to her.
I was sitting there like, was it Sixth Sense? And I didn't understand she was a ghost the whole time.
And he's like,
The way that she takes a beating from her brother, you would think so.
So yours is. Have you thought about
Yeah.
the idea of mixing that with people writing to their dead relatives on Facebook as well?
Oh, I did not think about that. Okay.
I have a take too. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why would you go to the gravesite? You got to go to where they died. That's where their ghost is going to be.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Myka.
I should be by the side of a highway, yelling, or I'm on a corner yelling at a ghost bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was my delivery? These little noodles never arrived.
That's funny, Myka. That's really good.
Oh my God, that's great. Because I said that this is why you never hear. This is why ghosts haunt places that aren't cemeteries.
Yeah.
Because they would go. They don't want to be at the place where you're bitching at them.
So we were on the same path.
Yes. But I like your angle better. That I should go to where they died.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Speaking of dead people, if this helps you, my friend Dave Metz, who is dead, had a joke.
And gets brought up every show.
Oh God.
Well,
It's
he's
more.
dead.
It's almost as much of a bummer as Tim saying, "I let them headline for me,"
Here we go.
He goes,
because at least that joke didn't beat his wife.
Myka, it might have. He goes, I don't like when people write on dead people's Facebook walls.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw my friend died and his aunt wrote, Dear Joseph, we miss you so much. I just know God had to take you because he needed another angel in his army. And he goes, you believe that? You believe God needed a soldier who didn't know how much Oxycontin not to take? Which was a pretty solid joke.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can use that. He's dead.
He's dead.
Right.
He's dead.
I thought it's just the same thing with like Kobe. Like maybe God was putting together a basketball team.
Yeah.
And he was like,
He was actually probably putting together a helicopter fleet.
he just needed the helicopter.
Yeah. Damn.
I don't care who's in this one.
Myka wrote some Kobe stuff, and I think it was like right when we started dating. I was like, you got to take that down. People are gonna get mad at you. You're gonna get.
It was right when he died.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was not as famous as Ari's, but I did lose a lot of followers.
How many?
yeah.
How many are we talking here? Like 500, 600?
I think like 2,000.
2,000.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a good.
I had him to lose. Hard to lose 2,000 if you don't have more.
That's true. That's fair. That's
It would have crippled me.
Yeah, dude.
Tim's like, how do I have negative 1,500 followers?
Was that good? Do you got any more, Casey?
New bits. I mean, I thought I didn't know I had to bring more than
no,
one.
no. If that's
Yeah.
all you got,
I
then
think
we're good.
I did want to tie it into people that do the Facebook, or you know what, the other part that I was going to bring is that people who bring, it's only weddings where people bring up, oh, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is from Miriam. Would have loved to see this.
Yeah. Can we take a moment for those who couldn't make it?
Yeah.
It's like, what? This
Yeah.
is the only time you do this during a positive event.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no other situation where this happens.
I want that. If Myka and I get married, I want to do that, and the moment of silence is 30 minutes long.
Because Tim's whole family's dead.
And
There's like 1 minute for every uncle that died of alcoholism.
and another minute for every friend of heroin.
Please start the wedding before everyone else arrives.
Yeah,
They just walk into silence.
Yeah.
it's just silent at beauty bar.
Oof.
That's Tim's dream wedding location.
I like it there.
Ow.
Tim wants someone dying of K during.
I want the back bathroom locked because someone's doing ketamine in there the entire time.
That's a disgusting place. That's great. I'm looking forward to the invite.
Yeah. Well, yeah, me too.
Yeah. It'll be the one wedding Tim could afford to pay for.
Yeah, that's kind of why I look at it that way. All right, so that was a great segment of Spit the Bit. Now it's time for Hot Take of the Week.
Hot
Okay.
take somewhere in the city. I should have been ready, but I'm not.
Myka, God damn it,
I
you're
have
never
one
ready.
I have one picked out. I just didn't have the thing open. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, let's do this one.
Oh,
This one's good.
Ooh.
I want to open. God damn it. Okay, Tim Vamp.
okay. Casey, Vamp.
Yes. Well, this has been a fantastic podcast, left and right.
See, this is
through
what-
and through.
Like Myka gets mad at me, and then she never has anything fucking ready. This happens every fucking week. I'm like,
No, it doesn't.
Myka,
Not like
hot
this.
take, and she goes, oh.
Okay, I got it.
Fumbles
Can't
her
you just
phone around.
edit these parts out?
No, God,
No,
no.
it takes
That's true.
work from
Right.
Tim.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this is an Am I the Asshole? I'm going to read the headline, and you make a hot take, whether or not they are the asshole or not, and then we'll hear the whole story.
Fantastic.
Am I the asshole for refusing to call my friend's cultural food by the appropriate name, according to her?
Yes.
All right.
100%.
As a guy whose dad says gracias to Chinese waiters at Chinese restaurants, no, I don't think so, honey. I think you're fine.
Yeah. You're lucky I'm eating this food.
Yeah.
So you immediately are like, yes.
Yeah, who gives a shit? You're eating, like, if you're mispronouncing it to be an asshole, that's one thing. If you just don't know how to say it, so this is where you learn.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm part of this situation here.
What now? You are an ethnic.
Yes.
Do you have a guess? Do you have a guess as to what food it might be? Is there a food that you eat that people mispronounce?
Indian food all the time.
All the time?
All the time. They call it sag paneer.
What is it? Shog?
It's a
Shog?
Yeah, a shog carpet.
Shog
Yeah.
carpet?
No, it's a sog.
Sog. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sag paneer,
Yeah.
chicken tambori, of course.
Yeah, the
Oh,
tambourine.
I'm sure- I love chicken tiki masala.
Tiki masala. Yeah, yes, that's a good one.
That would be a good roast for you. Chicken tamboring
Okay.
would be pretty solid.
that
like
is
in a,
good, Tim.
Not a
like
bad,
you know
not a
when
bad
they
one.
go, "Thank you, chicken tamboring," like, and then go into whatever their joke.
Yeah,
is.
it's a stretch though.
It's a stretch.
Because you're
but it's
stretching
not,
it from tambor, but it's not.
Yeah, well, it's stretching it
How
from.
about thank you, chicken tan darted?
Yeah,
That's
there
pretty
we go.
good.
That's better. That's better.
Hey,
All right.
and this is why we write.
Yes.
For rewrites, of course.
Right.
Okay, I, 24 female, a vegan.
Mm-hmm.
I have been eating tofu and incorporating it into different dishes daily for years.
Mm-hmm.
I learned during that time that tofu is a cultural food in many cultures that actually call it tahu. Tahu. Have you heard of this?
No, it has an American name.
Okay.
If you call chicken tikka masala butter chicken, nobody gets offended.
Wait, aren't those two different things?
They're pretty much the same.
What
They're-
the fuck?
they're pretty
this
much
whole,
the
my whole life, I'm like, why are
No,
people...
no.
All right.
Like,
And I'm out here eating tahu, and Mike is calling it buttered chicken. And I'm furious.
Okay, so one of
that
my...
was a stretch. Yeah, that was a stretch. I tried to give that something, I couldn't.
I was trying to say all of the words that we just said.
Yeah, I know. I got what you were trying to do, but I was like, holy shit.
And I knew it was going to be bad from the start.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't even hear what he said.
This is why I sit in the middle, huh? It's
Yep.
just a buffer for bad jokes from him.
Usually it's so that you have to endure us yelling at each other.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we've
you're
been,
also...
we've been pretty happy with each other lately. So it's
What do you
not-
attribute that to?
Tim having 2 jobs
Yeah.
and mostly paying rent on time.
And working every day of the week.
Yeah, okay, that'll do it. Yeah.
One of my friends, Alex, 24 female, would ask me, it always seemed she was joking, to call tofu by the right name, tahu, almost every time I mentioned tofu. It started getting annoying and I would just outright ignore her jokes and not
Yeah.
even respond anymore.
Right.
A while ago, the same thing happened, but this time she got mad when I decided to completely ignore her and continue talking about what I was before she interjected.
Yeah.
It was a long, drawn-out argument, but basically, she said I was being disrespectful.
This is the problem with being vegan. These are the kind of people that you
Mm-hmm.
hang out with now, and they're all pieces of shit, and they're all annoying. Like,
Isn't the writer vegan, though?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But that's
She's-
the thing, is it's like now you're... Well, first of all, she's not only is she vegan, but she's also 24, and that's
Right.
just a toxic combination.
Yeah, you have such at that age you stand for such little things.
Oh,
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is the hill I'll die on.
and you everyone else is fucked up for not agreeing with you.
Yeah. Tahu. It has an American name though.
Right.
What is it? TAHU?
TAHU. I said I was calling it by the name that's well known, and it's written on 99% of the packages I buy and see at different stores.
Right.
She said since I'm not friends or spend much time with someone who is actually from a culture that calls it tofu, I should call it tahu because I'm closer to a person, her, who calls it that.
So her
Which
friend.
is insane.
That's mentally ill.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
her friend is Indonesian. It sounds like.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So
Let's-
she's an Indonesian. I gotta say cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
More like in don't-nesian.
Hey, she's done it again.
It's if you're not part of the majors in terms of the Asian countries, I don't think your opinion counts.
Yeah, right. Like, where even is Indonesia?
and this
Yeah.
is coming from, as Myka likes
I
to
don't
say,
need you.
an ethnic.
Yeah,
in
it's
ethnic.
I have this mentality about like certain countries. Like if you're part of like Eastern Europe, I'm not. I can't.
You're
you're
not
not
a
dealing with
person.
No, I just can't. I call them parking lot Europeans because they're part of the property, but they're
Yeah.
technically on the outside.
And a lot of people are doing meth there.
yeah. It's the same thing with like those other countries in Asia. Like there's like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And it's like I can't remember all this.
You're not China or India, so
Yeah,
GTFO.
or China, India, Korea, or Japan. I'm gonna
All
give 4.
of Korea.
Okay.
Okay, Kim Jong.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's China, Japan, North Korea, India, the big 4.
And also, like, Eastern Europeans are outside, like, parking lot hanging people. Like, you always see them, like, outside of a building.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
never indoors, really.
Right.
Unless they're making their fucking onion soup and then stinking like onions.
Yo, man, you're right. And I'm gonna be honest. Replace onions with cabbage.
I was
and you're
gonna say
dead,
cabbage, yeah.
dead on. Yeah.
I used to have to pick up Ukrainian people all the time, and when I drove for Uber in Chicago, and they stunk like shit. They were always
And
so
yet-
stinky.
Trillions of dollars need to go there. And yet, we got problems here at home, but they got a cabbage crisis in the UK.
I had a rat for lunch, Joe. This is wild.
It's taking a nap.
Yeah.
I said it would be a hassle and hard to suddenly call it a different name.
Yes.
It is.
Okay, so I guess we're also anti-trans in this.
Oh, no. Micah did it to her.
This is where my other friend decided to interject and say, "You easily managed to refer to me as they instead of she." Oh, that's right.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I knew that. Oh,
You
my
can do
God.
this too, but you're clearly just being stubborn. I was kind of shocked and even said that her pronoun change is more of an issue than this tofu issue. Yeah, you think?
Yes.
Because tofu doesn't have a problem where they might kill themselves if someone calls it tofu instead of tahu.
I say take the bitch to the store and point at all of the tofu and
Yes.
see if it's ever written Tahu anywhere. Because if it's not, you don't got to say
This
it.
is
She even brought that up. She said 99% of the packaging says tofu.
This is the first time I've ever heard that it's called tahu.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
No cap.
Yeah.
All right.
Facts.
For real,
Facts.
for real.
Facts.
Then the trans person said, or the they, them, or whatever, non-binary, said it was similar, even if it is a lesser issue than pronouns, because it shows that I don't respect Alex.
Right.
My 2 other friends who were there during this are on my side, but refused to defend me directly during the argument. See, this is what's wrong with that age
Yeah.
range. They're like so afraid of offending anybody that if you don't stand for anything, what will you fall for?
Okay.
Thanks, yearbook quote, Micah Fox. No, stop leaning in next to me. Yeah, I don't know. This
I'm
doesn't.
doing that for the clip.
Yeah, I get it. Please stop.
and of course her friends later were like, listen, they're unhinged.
They're unhinged.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane and then when that shit happens, I'm like, then where were you?
Yeah.
You want to
Say
know
it
what does
then.
make sense for this though? It does make sense that tofu wouldn't have like just one name because it is like the non-binary of foods.
This is the thing. If
You
you're
know,
if you
it's-
want to refer to yourself as they,
Yeah.
you got to pay when a meal comes out and there's 3 of you. You got to pay for half.
Oh
Damn.
shit!
There
There
we
he
go.
goes.
That's
I
the
like
take.
that.
That's
you want the take. That's
But
the
it
take.
is you are right. You can make tofu taste like anything.
You can make
really.
tofu taste. Tofu could be male or female flavor wise, so it is the they them.
Yeah.
of
foods.
dishes. Yes.
Okay. They both say I'm right, but one of them asked me to just apologize to Alex and try to call the food tahu, at least around her, because it was clearly something she was sensitive about. No, we can't be doing this.
No.
I honestly would do that and keep the peace if I knew she truly cared about this, but I feel like this is some weird attempt to try and control and police me, and I'm worried if I do what she asked.
Wait, that last sentence, she basically said, "Hey, my Republican father would be furious. If it's bad enough I hang out with this weirdo.
Yeah.
It's even worse if I got to start calling it tahu."
Tahu.
That's crazy. Like, when you're saying that kind of stuff, that person's already been a giant asshole about so much other shit.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. So she's like, I'm worried they're going to make me out to be the bad guy for other stuff too. So this is where she's drawing the line, I guess. On the other hand, she is the only one in the group that is from a different country, while the rest of us are American, in parentheses, 3 white and 1 black. Not sure what that has to do with anything. So maybe I'm missing something. I don't know if the person who's saying Tahu is black. So I don't know what the.
I
bet they're
think so.
Indonesian.
By that sentence, it seems like they're the one. She says the.
But wait, she's black and Indonesian, or are Indonesian?
No.
people-
There's
He
3
interjected Indonesian for tahu.
because that's what it said. The origin of the word was on the
Do they
internet.
say Tahu in some kind of
No.
black country.
The black person, no.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
She's saying
What
the
is-
Americans are 3 white people and 1 black person.
Yeah.
That's
Google
what,
what they call tofu in Africa.
Okay.
I
There we
think
go.
no, but I think Tim's right. I think it's 5 people total, and one of them's the Tahu person, and then there's 3 white, 1 black. She says, so maybe I'm missing something. Am I just being an ignorant asshole? So am I the asshole for refusing to call it Tahu instead?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. It's like this is a weird hill for a friend to die
It's
on.
such a weird hill.
Yeah,
It should be like, oh, that's funny. Where I come from, we call it Tahu.
Yeah,
The end.
That's it.
The end. Just like, why do you give a shit? You're not in
Yeah,
America. We call it
chicken
tofu.
tikka masala and butter chicken are pretty much interchangeable.
And I mean, are either of those Indian phrases?
Butter chicken invented in London.
I thought they were both invented in London.
London,
Same. Yeah,
London
yeah,
has
yeah.
the best Indian food you can get anywhere.
Says a man who's been to neither place. I don't know what he's fucking talking about.
Would you go to London Express, an Indian restaurant located here?
Yeah.
That's about.
And it was great.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Tim went to Curry in a hurry, and
Yeah.
that was written on his napkin. Oh, there is an edit, and this is important. Because lots of comments keep bringing this up, my non-binary friend goes by both she and they. Explanation in the comments if we need more to learn about that.
Yeah. All right.
I say that the person is not an asshole.
No, of course not.
Okay. This is crazy, right? You fucking with me?
What?
What?
You think that...
I mean, the friend is the asshole.
Yeah, the
Yes,
friend
Yeah,
is
the friend is
the
the
asshole.
asshole.
The
Yeah,
friend is
okay,
the
yeah,
asshole.
yeah. All right. Yeah.
But no, you're not the asshole. Call it tofu all you want. I think, honestly, it's nice for you to call it tofu instead of soybean shit.
Yeah.
You know, tofu already sounds fairly ethnic to my Arizonan ears.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't have tofu until my 30s.
Sure.
I've
Yeah.
still never had it.
Yeah.
That can't be
That
true.
can't. That's wild.
It's true.
That-
I've never had tofu. Don't want to
This
have
is
it.
kind of your fault.
It's in the house.
Okay,
I eat it
all
all
right.
the time. Or I
Okay.
used to. Now I'm getting a little wary of
Yeah.
all. Everyone's like, no more soybean. I'm like,
What's
all
it
right, I'm
called?
out.
What's it says on the package on your house? Does it say
Tofu.
tofu or tahu?
It says soybean shit.
Okay.
Oh.
Fair enough.
All right. Ding, 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 ding,
Nope,
ding,
we're not
ding,
doing
ding,
that.
ding, ding,
What do
ding.
we-
It's time for the
not
news
doing that this
with
week.
Tim McLaughlin.
No, we don't do that.
We don't-
Here, this
I'm
one's
sorry,
from
Kunal, Tim, stop. No, we're not doing this.
Overturned truck spills red wine in Washington roundabout. A traffic alert and wait, where'd it go?
So this is okay. So this is the segment
The
where
Washington
Tim learns how to read in front of us.
August 24th, the UPI. The Washington
This is complete madness.
It's-
I want to
Tim-
let you.
Kunal already realizes how much the
The
segment starts.
Washington
Let's just
State
skip it.
Patrol said an off-ramp roundabout was closed when a tanker truck overturned and spilled wet red wine across the roadway.
It's like
Wait,
those.
wet red wine.
wet red wine.
It is a tongue twister. Wet red wine. Wet
Yeah,
red
that's-
wine. Wet red wine. That's hard to do.
Trooper C. Thornton, public information officer for the WSP District 3, said the truck overturned at the roundabout of State Road 225 and
Do
the
you see how
westbound
you can't
Interstate
skip this?
82
You can't skip-
off-ramp in Benton City.
Anyone else would skim that part and realize that's not an interesting part of the
Sure,
story.
of course, absolutely.
He can't do that.
It's like I love those like wine pillows that people have. You know, like wine
It's
cookware.
wine o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock. Yeah.
okay.
I once stayed in an Airbnb where my favorite one that they had on the wall is I love cooking with wine. Sometimes I put it in the food.
Oh, yeah. That was a summy card I wrote. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Well, check this out.
You were owed a lot of money.
Oh,
The
yeah.
trailer leaked red wine across the roadway, Thornton said on social media.
Jesus Christ.
No
Maybe he's
other
just proud he
vehicles.
can read.
It's insane.
No other vehicles were involved in the incident, and the driver was treated for minor injuries, he said. The Washington State Department
He's
of Transportation.
emphasizing the worst parts.
It's insane.
The Washington State Department of Transportation was summoned to the scene for cleanup operations.
This is why they should bring back the name Redskins.
That's it.
There we go.
Yeah,
There.
it would probably look pretty bloody, though.
Yeah.
Mike could break her. This happens while Micah's driving. She breaks her sobriety. She's drinking her wine off the street.
That's about right.
Just her face is just
It doesn't count if it's on the ground.
5-second rule.
Freeway, free wine.
Oh, man. Let's get shit-faced.
Ah,
Are we done? Is that it?
that was the news. It was
Yes,
a
I
short
love
one.
I love how he didn't know it was short because he can't read ahead.
And
Sometimes
that's
it's
the
like
longest story he could find.
I wish I found a longer one. It really pisses Mike off, but I couldn't. All right, so let's see. Now it's time for reviews for the podcast.
podcast.
This is where we go on Apple iTunes and read 5-star reviews that you leave. You can leave any star, but 5-star is encouraged. We have no reviews on Apple iTunes.
Come on, guys.
But we do go to YouTube and we read the comments. So if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, smash that subscribe button. Why don't you go ahead, hit the little bell for notifications, and leave a comment, and we'll read it.
Don't you have to install the bell?
No, the bell's on there.
The bell's on there? Okay.
Oh, maybe you do. No, it's right by the subscribe. You just
Okay.
hit the little bell.
All right.
Peachy Monster says, damn, Myka looking fire. Tim, okay, also.
All right, that's not a
Thanks,
bad.
Peachy Monster.
That's not a bad comment.
Also, more news. I want to watch Tim struggle to read more stories.
Boo. No, you don't. You want to watch me get mad.
Fickrock says, Tim is the funniest part-time bowling alley manager out there. Guaranteed. Sending Algo love before listening. Hoping for the news.
No.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to be honest, the fact that you taught your family how to use YouTube is impressive.
Alan Thick Says, love the news this episode. Find more stories where the headlines sound like a Three Stooges bit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, we good on the comment.
AJ
we
Cook
read 'em
says,
Yeah.
since we keep losing the news, I'd love to see Tim on the trampoline for 20 seconds or two.
Yeah, I would like to see you on the trampoline, too.
Miriam
some fucking-
Zapata says, that news segment was insane, laughing, crying face emoji. I thought it was a joke that Tim was illiterate. And Eric Elliott says,
I thought it was a joke that Tim was illiterate.
and Eric Elliott says, I am a fan.
Phenomenal.
So that's it. Those are the comments. Thank you guys for leaving comments. Please leave more, Myka. Well, now it's time where we fall in love with Myka, Kunal.
Okay.
So Arthur Aronson came up with a list of 36 questions that
Sure.
he says if you ask each other, you will be in love with each other by the end.
Sure.
So we have been doing one apiece on each episode, and we are now on question 6.
Okay.
Kunal, are you ready to fall in love with me?
100%.
Great.
All right.
If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want?
Oh, so I get to
You
either...
get to 30 and you either stick
Yeah.
mentally or physically.
Oh, easily physically.
Yeah, so you would be like an Alzheimer's patient with like a fucking hot set of 6-pack abs.
I mean, at 30, God, I wish I looked like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's a bit, who are we fooling? But, like, I don't want to... You're still dumb at 30.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still dumb now.
Oh,
I'm
that's
36.
a good point. That's a good point.
Like, I'm 39. And I'm in a basement watching a man read the news poorly. Like, I've made a lot of poor choices. Like, I still have learning to do.
That's interesting because I sort of thought it meant like just as far as sharpness, ability to learn, as opposed to like the mental decline that inevitably comes after 30.
Oh, I looked at it like you stay at your mental at 30. You know what I mean? Like, if I can continue to grow my mind, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, now you
Yeah.
found the perfect answer.
Right, of course. Now who's falling in love with who?
Yeah, I mean, it works
interesting.
both ways. Tim, what would you say?
I think I have the body of an old man anyway. So I guess I'd have to go with mine.
You're picking it because this is what you're left with.
Yeah. I think my body would still be pretty trash either way. So I guess I would go with mine.
At 90 years old?
Yeah.
Your body would be a sack of potatoes.
Yeah. At 90 years old, but I've got this mind that just is like, let's watch more Beavis and Butthead.
God, I was just going to assume I'd pick mind, so you could be sharp, as your body fucking fails you. But now I'm like, nah, fuck it. Keeping your body together is a lot of work. I work out 4 or 5 days a week just to maintain what I've got going.
Yes.
And
Myka
it's
keeps
so-
it tight for
Yeah.
me and others.
I said that once, and he repeats it constantly. I said it once, and now he's like, oh, yeah, Myka keeps it tight. I said that once.
For me and others also, I like to say.
Yeah. No, we got it. We got it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
But
I'm
yeah.
sorry, we're not allowed to have running bits. God forbid we have a running bit on everything I freaking do.
No, the running bit is based off something I said. Your
So
running
what?
bit is theft at every turn.
It's funny.
I'm gonna be honest. This feels like my parents fighting when I was a kid. Except it's just great to watch my dad lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? I don't bring any money into this household.
Because it's just like usually he'd be bested verbally, and then he'd resort to fists.
Oh,
and then
no.
I'd watch my mom lose. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, this doesn't seem fun anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only you had a body of a 30-year-old at 8.
I could have bested my father.
You buy your mom boxing classes for
Yeah, that's what I use my money for.
for Christmas.
It's now my life turns out to like that movie Enough with J-Lo.
Oh yeah.
Where she boxes a man to death.
Yeah.
At
Wait,
the end.
what?
She's
Yeah.
had enough.
Yeah, as per the title.
Oh, I didn't know she made movies where she didn't get married.
Yeah. This one, she gets married, and it goes rather poorly.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then she, my favorite part is at the end of the movie, she uses a cell phone jammer to like make sure he can't like connect to the outside world, and then shows up like she's taking a boxing class, and then beats the shit out of him for like 25 minutes.
holy shit.
It's a great movie.
I can't believe I've never even heard of that.
You've never
Yeah.
heard of it? I've heard of it. I haven't seen it though. It sounds good.
We got to add it to the list, Tim.
All right. We'll add it to the list. Well, Myka, that was good. That was a good question.
All right.
And now that was Fall in Love with Myka. And now it's time for Kunal to shine.
Yeah.
Do you have a fun party story or tip for being a great hang?
Okay. Tip for being a great hang, I say play to your strengths, right? I don't drink. Okay. So there's that. I'm not
Yeah.
going to be the guy. I'm not going to take
You're
you
not
to
going to be any fun.
No, absolutely not. 100%. After 11:30, I'm basically worthless.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to offer in terms of sports. I've got nothing. I don't even want to be in a bar past 11, let alone in general, but that's part of the job. But I would say that play to your strengths. So I'm a big, I live here. I'm from here.
Yeah.
So I will take you to Flushing.
Yeah.
You bring $40. You're going to get a foot massage and eat so many fucking dumplings and leave with money left in your pocket.
Wait, and a foot massage?
And a foot massage. Hour long.
Fuck, dude.
Solid tip.
We got to hang.
That's what I'm talking about.
They would hate. I just pulled half of my toenail off the other day. They'd be pretty pissed at me.
Oh, buddy, they've seen worse.
Yeah, I'm sure
These
they
people
have.
probably
Yeah, I
spend...
once saw a man who had no nail, and then I met a man who had no toe.
Half these people probably came out of a tanker. I can imagine they've dealt with a far worse.
Just like an
Oh,
open
yeah.
wound with a fucking nub hanging out.
Yeah, 100%. That's probably less for them to massage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
all right.
play to your
They're just like,
strengths.
no toe. Okay.
Yeah. It cuts down on the hour-long massage. So you got to play to your strengths. I would say that. That's what I want to do. Also, I'm never... oh, wait. So it's what? Tips for being a great hang?
Yeah, or a party story.
Party story. Here we go. I wrote one down. So this is probably 2006.
All right.
2006.
This is
What,
when I
and
was.
what a time it was.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is I'd say the best time of my life.
Yeah.
2006.
Obama was president. Nobody was giving a fuck about dick.
Right.
There were multiple shows on about little people.
We're 5 years past 9/11. We're partying.
God, what
I
a
don't think
time.
Obama was president in 2006.
I'm pretty sure he might have been, right?
Wait, was it 2008 to 2016?
It would have been 2008 to
Yeah.
2012 because then
But
Trump
the
got
idea
a
of Obama was there.
The idea.
hope
oh,
was in the air.
and it was GW, and
Yeah.
that was kind of fine too.
It was
Will
all
Ferrell
right.
was
Retro-
on SNL.
Yes.
Was he still?
No, but he was coming back to play George W.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. Daryl Hammond was also there from time to time.
Yeah.
Occasional things happening in the air. So we used to go to this place in Midtown called, we never knew the name. We called it China Beer.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you would order an entree and you get unlimited beer.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is sick.
This is that kind of era, you know?
God.
Yeah, so you could drink as much as you want. And the beer came in these like 8-ounce plastic cups.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
I know
would,
that.
They would, right. They would bring you a
It's like
pitcher.
a dentist is like, here, swish with this.
Yes, yeah. Except it's like natty ice.
Yeah.
So you get that with so we went there for New Year's Eve.
Oh no.
No, it was the best choice ever, the best decision making ever. So we go there and we're in China Beer and we're just drinking as much as possible, eating Chinese food, taking breaks to smoke cigarettes outside, living the life.
Yes.
And then I'm outside, and this woman's passing by, and she asks for a cigarette. I go, yeah, sure. We start smoking. We start talking. Turns out she's going to a house party upstairs.
Oh,
Upstairs
hell
of
yeah.
China Beer.
Not in China Beer, but the apartments above China Beer.
Okay, all right.
So I start chatting her up. We end up in a party, a house party, and it is like a full fucking like rave situation.
Yeah.
Black
Oh.
lights, house music, people dancing like crazy. I bring my crew of like 10 Queens goons upstairs. No, they're having a time.
Yeah.
This is where you put a Queens person. Queens people shine in environments where you don't have to talk.
Yes.
The less you hear from them, the better. All right?
Yeah.
Like, you just want to look at this guy and be like, all right, maybe I could dance with him at best. I don't want to hear his opinion or political takes.
Sure.
You know? So, because they're very Long Island, but they're just smeared with an ethnic color overtone. Uh-huh. You know? So, we were there and we're partying. We had no plans for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
We just were going to go to China Beer. And then we end up at this house party till like probably 4 or 5 in the morning.
That's sick.
Yeah. So I don't know where this. It was all because you just go to a place where you go get fucked up.
I
like
kept
that.
expecting that story to end up all fucked up.
No,
It was
no.
just a great
Yeah,
night.
Yeah, it was
Just
just
a
a
great
great
night.
night. Yeah,
That's
and
great.
then I ended up. This girl was Indian. We ended up chatting for a while, but then I was like, how old was I? I must have been like 21, 22, and she was like 29. And I was like, yeah, we could go out, and she was like, no,
Yeah.
you're 22.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, and I never realized how bad it is to date like until I reached 29.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated somebody 22 when you were like that? 29?
I don't think I've ever dated someone 22 in my life.
Okay, fair enough.
Wow.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
dated someone my age up until I was around 21, and then I stopped doing that and dated older
Yes, you got
until
it.
I started dating younger.
Right.
But it was never 20. That age group, no.
It's a rough one.
I don't think I had anyone between the age of 20 and 24 ever.
Yeah. I dated a girl who was we weren't dating, we were just like hooking up.
Yeah.
This girl was 22, she was already getting her master's,
Yeah.
and I was like, this seems like fine.
Yeah.
But then I started to talk to her, and you're like, ugh.
They're
Yeah.
they can be so smart. They can be
Yes.
on top of their shit, and they're still like just foul people.
Yeah.
Horrendous people.
She wanted to. She told me about a tattoo idea she wanted to get.
Oh no.
And I was like, at first, I'm like, this girl's got her shit together. She's got her own place. She's getting her master's. Everything's like good to go. This all seems copacetic. I'm thinking maybe we could be dating.
Yeah.
7 years is a little tough. 29 to 22 is a bit of a gap. And then she started telling me about a tattoo idea she had.
Yeah.
And she's like, I wanted to get a spine on my spine.
Oh brother.
Those are weird.
And then she wanted to get roses on it. And then over it, it was going to say, this too shall pass.
What will pass?
I have no idea.
Her spine.
She was getting a master's to do social work, I assume.
You know what? Will pass me. That's what I passed.
Yeah.
I passed on it.
Here's the thing, 22
KC2 will pass.
Yeah.
Like that girl I was telling Myka about at work, where at work you have to have your physical ID to get
Yes.
into the gutter.
Right.
People like to take a picture of their ID
Sure.
and be like, "Hey, I have a picture of it on my phone," and I'm like, "No, that doesn't work."
Right.
And this girl goes, "Maybe if you took a little more, took some mushrooms, you wouldn't be such a rule follower," which is like the most 22-year-old thing that you can possibly say.
Absolutely.
It's like not taking mushrooms has never made me be like, you know what I should do? Break the freaking rules all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's like a crazy dumbass thing.
I take mushrooms regularly.
Yeah.
And I never go, you know what I'm going to do? Speed wildly.
Guys always
Yeah.
got a seatbelt on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm following the rules harder.
But those are like 22-year-old thoughts where you're like,
Yeah.
Where she's like, I'm gonna shame him.
Right.
Also, it's like, where do you think that talking shit to the guy that lets you in the bar is going to work?
Never works once.
And for a third thing, you think a grown man who's taking IDs at a bar hasn't done some drugs?
That's how they got there.
Yeah, you don't end up with a shitty job on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
I'm not. I wanted to be like, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Who do you think you're lecturing?
You should have told her, what do you call tofu?
That's how you figure out if she's a bitch or not.
Yeah.
Well, that was great. We got one more segment, and then the show is over. This has been a great show so far.
Okay.
This is our penultimate segment. Speak ill of the dead.
All right.
Myka, did you have a dead person today?
I looked one up and then still didn't pick one, so I need a second.
All right.
All right.
I'll go first, and then Casey, you can go, and then
Yes.
Michael will go last.
Sure.
I'm going to pick Harry S. Truman.
That's why you had that open.
Yes, the man who dropped the atomic bomb on Japan.
Sure.
And he only did it to appease all of the senators and congressmen who allowed us to spend all the money to create the atomic bomb. There was absolutely no reason to actually drop it on the Japanese. They only did it because they spent what can only come out to about $100 billion making the bomb. So they only did it to show off that they had a big bomb that goes boom. And fuck you, Harry Truman. I hope the devil is butt fucking you in the ass with an atomic bomb himself and blowing up your fucking sphincter. Rest in piss, bitch.
Harry Piss Truman.
Guy watches Oppenheimer. Thanks, Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Has a couple.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for making that a little less than 3 hours.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen Oppenheimer.
But somebody explained it to me on the way in to watch Turtles.
But I listened to a 6-part last podcast on the left.
Okay.
About the Manhattan Project.
You want to go or should I?
You go ahead. I'm
All
still
right.
thinking.
I got to go with Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, fuck her.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck you old greasy bitch.
It's all of them. Like, I don't understand why we cared. The entire royal family. When any one of them dies, why do we care? And I'm not saying this is someone Indian. I'm just saying that's like the cherry on top.
I forget that they held your country captive for
yes,
years.
yes, but it's not just the Indian
Tim
part.
forgets it all
Yeah.
the time, and then he startles himself awake when he remembers.
In my mind, I'm like, whites have done nothing wrong. And then I wake up, I go, oh, we're bad sometimes.
In a cold sweat. So it's like, it's not just the Indian aspect. I'm just saying royal family in general. Queen Elizabeth dies. Why do we care?
Yeah.
Princess Diana dies. Why do we care?
I'll tell you why I care.
Why?
Because she was our hottest royal.
No.
I thought she was mid at best.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the bitch was mildly busted. Prince Charles, definitely busted.
He was fucking wet.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's still alive.
Yeah, it's like everything when she passed away, I remember going into like British chat rooms and just having the best time ever.
Yeah.
Trolling British.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, Diana?
Yes. Like I couldn't get them like ever because British people have that dark sense of humor.
Yeah.
But once Diana passed, oh, the floodgates opened.
Damn. Rest in piss, royals.
Rest in piss, royals. All right, and then I'm going to say, I'm going to do,
I hope the devil's butt fucking you with his family jewels, royals.
And I'm going to say, fuck you. Damn it, I was going to say Harry S. Truman.
Myka, why did you not? How can you not think of anyone who's dead?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to me. All the famous people that died on this day were like weird and stuff, and I didn't know who they were at all, and I didn't want to read. I'm going to say, fuck the guy who invented paper.
Whoa, why?
Yeah, because now what do we got to do? Write everything down? Thanks a fucking lot. Guy who invented paper.
We can Google that, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
There we go.
It's going to be old as shit.
Yeah,
because...
absolutely.
Kai Loon.
Hey, Kai Loon, why don't you Kai suck my dick?
Hey, I hope the devil's butt fucking you in the ass with a whole ream of paper, ripping that sphincter up.
Reaming
bitch.
you with the paper.
Yes.
There we go.
There we are.
There we go. Rest
Yeah.
in piss, Kai Loon.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the devil butt fucking you part, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Formerly
and I like it.
as Siloon. I'm sorry, Siloon.
Okay.
It's Tahoon.
He was a Chinese eunuch, court official
Called it.
Yeah.
of the Eastern Han Dynasty, of course. He was traditionally regarded as the inventor of paper and the modern paper making process. Well, I hope the devil is making some paper in your fucking asshole, bitch.
In honor of you, I'm going to be giving all my presents unwrapped.
Damn. Suck our knobs.
Sending emails forever.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the episode.
Thank
Kunal,
you
you were great.
very
We just
much.
have one last segment, and that is sign-offs. Myka, since you sucked at coming up with a dead person, you got to do a sign-off first.
Signing off, it is me, the nicest woman in the world. Toey's mom, Kunal's friend,
Yes.
Timmy's friend and girlfriend, and your friend and podcast host is me, Myka Fox.
And it is, signing off, it is I, the greatest man who has ever lived. A man who forgot to plug the Patreon, patreon.com/greathang. A sweet boy and an even better reader, Timothy Grady McLaughlin II.
Signing off, this is Kunal Aurora. I'm a pretty nice guy. I would say that. Pretty decent person. Thinking a lot about vigilantism.
All
I
right.
think that's a start. What else? And excited to take some friends and get some foot massages.
Yeah,
dude.
let's
Yeah.
go. All right. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.